Hey, I'm glad you tuned in. So, I'm going to talk about a very unsexy topic right now. And if you're on your lunch break like I am, I'm sorry, but it just kind of came to mind. And it's about, you guessed it by the title, elimination. Sorry. So recently I just went to recently I went to a work function, and usually when I go to an event or a dinner or something like that, being a vegetarian, I will make sure that I eat something because I know not everyone has vegetarian options. But now that I'm practically vegan and gluten free as well, it's really difficult to find anything to eat. So usually I will again eat something before I go anywhere. But this was right after work, and I was so busy and didn't have time to eat anything. And by the time I got to the party, I was starving. So I look around, and of course, there's nothing. There's nothing there that I can actually eat. They had salad, but they had salad dressing on it already, and it probably has wheat as a binder in the salad dressing. But I thought, oh God, I've been so good about watching my diet and watching what I eat, that I'm just going to take this one day because it was such a beautiful setting, and there was music playing, and they had wine, and I was with my lovely coworkers, and I'm just gonna go for it and be bad and just have whatever. So I had bread, I had salad, I didn't have wine because I was driving, but I had like everything that I shouldn't have eaten. So of course, the next day I really feel it. I feel like I had gone one too many rounds in the boxing ring. Like, I had aches and pains, and I had the most intense headache ever, and I felt like crap. I mean, if you take your worst day times 10, that's probably how I was feeling at that point. And of course, if you ask my coworkers, they probably wouldn't have known, because I'm so used to living with chronic pain that I just deal with it. I just push on through. So I felt like I had a gluten hangover. It was just so bad. And then a couple of days later, I went to my naturopath and for a follow-up, and I told her what had happened. And sure enough, the first three things were had to do with my diet and what I had eaten and all the inflammation. And also, surprisingly, but not really surprisingly, what also came up was the problem of elimination. And this is something, I'm going to get very personal with you right now. This is something that I've been dealing with for a very long time. And CR, if you're watching, you know what I mean. It's elimination is a big problem. And I thought that before, I thought that it probably had to do with my diet, so adding a lot of fiber. But because I also have some other issues with my gut, eating a lot of fiber is not so great for me. So I thought, well, maybe it was my diet, what I was eating, what I was drinking or not drinking. But what came up, surprisingly or not surprisingly, is emotions. What I was holding on to, past emotions, past heartbreak, past issues, any emotional component of something that had happened that I was really holding on to, was not helping me, not serving my body, one, and not helping me eliminate. It was actually stuck in my gut. So this was a couple of days before Mother's Day, and of course, my mother and I don't have the best relationship, but I'm working on it, and I wanted to enjoy the day with her. And I think the days leading up to Mother's Day was really hard, and I was just kind of going through a lot of the emotions of what had happened, what went, what went wrong, what didn't happen, what happened, and all that stuff, stuff that we have with our mothers. I think I was holding on to it so much that it made my process of elimination of the toxins even worse. So she gave me this recipe. It's a super green juice, basically, and it has fresh seasonal berries. You can put banana with like a pineapple juice, organic pineapple or apple juice. I don't really drink juice, so I put almond milk, and then I put a chunk of ginger and half a lemon with the rind. So you want to make sure that it's organic. Half a lemon with the rind, and I put. She has me adding spirulina, cacao powder, and this thing that you could get at Whole Foods or Mother's or Amazon. I've seen it on Amazon. It's called the Health Vita / Mineral Green or something like that. And you put that in, and a tablespoon of flaxseed oil or really good quality olive oil, and you mix it all in, and it's supposed to help you eliminate. And so far it's doing its job. And so body wise, yes, it's working, but I also have to look at the emotional component. Hey Dennis. I also have to work on the emotional component of elimination too. So I thought that was pretty interesting, because intellectually I know that everything is in our gut. Our gut is called our second brain, and intellectually I know that what we think affects how we process food, but it wasn't until I actually saw the results of the testing that I did, wow, okay, I really need to work on the emotional aspect of my life too. And that's where the meditation comes in, that's where the yoga comes in. So if you want this really cool super green recipe, just type in Green Monster. So you got to type it in the video, okay, not on the post. So type on the video Green Monster, and my Yogi bot, my little yogi robot, will message you with the recipe. And it's so super healthy, and it's actually pretty good. So if you put I think it says to put a chunk of ginger, but I put a lot because I love the taste of it. So I put a lot of ginger, so that kind of makes it a little sweet. And if you put the pineapple juice, that'll make it sweeter as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little segment on pooping and elimination. Wonderful topic for lunchtime, I know. And come back on Saturday, where I will show you the breakdown of the complete Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskar A, in your chair. So you don't even have to get out your yoga mat. So I will see you then. Bye.